All right. Okay, there we go. That's much better. That's much better. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I see my microphone moving. So we should be good to go. Okay, sorry about the technical difficulty, guys. I just want to make sure you hear me because I'm doing this. I ain't trying to be talking to myself. And like, y'all, like, I can't hear you. You ain't saying nothing. So, anyway, welcome, guys, to my live Con Connects here, federal concierge, willing and ready to help you answer all your government contracting questions about any and all things government contracting. So that is what I am live today. And I've been really proud of myself because I've been going live every single week for about 4 weeks now, almost a month. And I really been consistent, guys. I mean, some of you guys show up, some of you guys don't. Regardless of whether you show up or not, I'm gonna be here because y'all might watch me later. 6 o'clock, maybe y'all driving home from work. I don't know. Y'all should be watching me, definitely not driving home from work. But y'all can watch me later. So that's what I'm doing. So I've been really proud of myself. I've been doing this. So if you're just joining my channel, and you're just joining my live, how it works is anybody who is subscribed to me can answer a question. So just go ahead and hit that little subscribe button because it's very easy to do. Okay, it's very easy to do. Let me test some right quick. Okay, yep. Just making sure. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to ask a question. You can ask any question about anything government contracting, invoicing, look for solicitations, anything. Okay. I'm gonna get to the questions at the end of the live. I kind of got something to talk about right now, but at the end of the live, I'm going to get to your questions and then I'm going to answer all your questions that you have. So make sure, once again, if you're just joining me, make sure you're subscribed to ask a question. You have to be subscribed to ask a question, okay? So go ahead, hit that little subscribe button. It don't cost you anything. I appreciate it. And put your questions in the comments, and I'm going to answer them towards the end of the live. So welcome to my live. Today, I want to talk about something that I know is getting a lot of people down, okay? Government contracting, aka federal concierge, is what I call myself. Most people think, or a lot of people have had the experience of, dang, I cannot win a contract. This is so hard. I don't know how to do this. I'm not gonna win. It's not working for me, right? Guess what, y'all? It's true. Government contracting is hard. It's very hard. Okay? It's hard, but not in the way you think. Government contracting is hard, and it's going to be a little harsh for some people. It might touch a little string. It's going to be a little harsh, but it's hard because you make it hard. So it's your fault. And let me explain to you what I mean by that, okay? Because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but I got to be real with y'all. I have to be real with y'all, okay? The reason why government contracting, you're not winning, it's not working for you, you feel defeated, is because you, one, don't have the proper training. Two, you're giving up too easily. Government contracting, winning contracts, is not a get rich quick type of thing. It's not. But, and y'all know I always say this, but you can get rich quick. It only takes one contract to win. My first contract that I ever won, it was a product, and I made $8,000 off of it, and that was by accident. I was supposed to be making 5, but I did my math wrong, and I ended up getting more money. $5,000 is what I set off to make on this contract for a product, and I made $8,000 off of one contract. So, and that was only setting up the delivery, making sure it got delivered, and all of that stuff. So, yes, government contracting is terribly hard. It's not going to work. You're having a hard time, but it's not because it doesn't work or you can't win. It's because you're not trying to win. And when I say that, let me explain before y'all start getting on me. And I want you to go ahead and get on me, okay? Because let's have a conversation. Because it's time to get real, y'all. Hold on, let me get situated. It's time to get real. Because a lot of you guys say you want to learn how, oh my God, I'm sorry if I'm blurry or not, my bad. But some of you guys say you want to learn how to do this, right? You say you want to learn, you say you want to do it, you say you're going to do it, dedicate the time, and then you get this much information, and you do nothing with it. Or you'll go to a free workshop. Mind you, guys, I have a free webinar masterclass coming up Saturday. So make sure you register in the description below for the free masterclass. And we'll talk a little bit more about the process. But you'll register for stuff. You'll get the information. You'll retain all this stuff. You'll go training hopping. You go to this person. You go to that person. You go to this person. They giving you the information. And what are y'all doing with it? Nothing. Y'all doing absolutely nothing with the information. So you're not going to win. It's not going to be easy because you're not putting in the work, y'all. So let me tell you a little story, okay? Because listen, I came from where you came from. I know what it's like to get started, something brand new. You know, you in your 9 to 5. Some of you guys got 9 to 5s, working 12 hours, working 10 hours, working 15 hours a day, right? And then you're comfortable in this situation. And then you hear about government contractor. What? You won how much off of one? And all you had to do was what? You didn't do none of the work and what? And now you're like, ouch. Sorry. And now you're like, I'm intrigued. I'm interested. Like, let me, how you do that? Like, let me start getting into it, right? You start getting into it. You start doing your research, which guys, you got to do your research. Please do your research, right? There's so many people on YouTube talking about government contracting, about how you get started, all that stuff. Do your research. Find the person that fits your personality. Hopefully that's me. But find the person that fits you and that relates to your training style, okay? You do your research, right? You're excited because it's something brand new, something you think, oh my God, this could change the rest of my life. And y'all, it can, because it only takes one contract to change your life. So something, exciting, right? And when we learning something brand new, we all in for it. We like, yeah, I can't wait. But then you start going to trainings, right? You start going to free trainings, and you're sticking with free because you got a 9 to 5. I ain't got no money to do this. I ain't got no money to do that you think you don't. But I get it. I was there. So you're going to free stuff. You're using YouTube University to try to help you and gain the knowledge that you need to gain so you can get in the position that everybody else in, right? That's you. I get it. I was there. Then you start learning the stuff. You start going to these trainings. You start writing stuff down. You start trying to figure out what's going on, right? And maybe, just maybe, you might start actually implementing the things that people are telling you to do. Just this much, right? You start doing that. And then you're like, I don't know if I get this, right? But then one of your trainers that you went to a free webinar has a training, right? But it costs this much money. And y'all, we know that training like this is an investment. So it could cost $15,000. It could cost $10,000. It could cost $8,000. It could cost $5,000. It could cost $2,000. And you thinking, dang, I ain't got that. I'll do it on my own. I'm just going to do it on my own, right? So you're learning, but you're getting confused because you have nobody to guide you. So you watching and you looking, you reading and you doing this. And now that excitement that you had, like, oh yeah, I'm going to make this money, it starts to dwindle down just a little bit, right? And now you're like, let me go pick up some extra hours, right? Let me go look for something else to do, because now you are no longer interested in the process because all that excitement that you had has dissipated, because now you're finding out it's not as easy to do it on your own as you thought. Anybody feel that way? Anybody, has that happened to anybody? Put it in the comments. You can, comment as I'm talking, because I'm trying to really help y'all get out of this. Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about me, right? And those are for the people who probably have never heard of government contracting or just got into it and everything. the excitement and all that other stuff, and now they're like, okay, this is not working. And then you say, oh, this don't work, oh, that don't work, and then you blame the person that you learned from, when in actuality it's your fault. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Look, I am not the one to point fingers at you and not pointing back at me, because I have courses right now on my computer that I purchased, right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do this video photography thing. Purchased the course, opened it a couple of times. I haven't opened it since. Y'all, you're not alone, and I'm not judging you. I'm not. But I want to help you get out of that slump, because I'm telling you, and read me. I wish I could zoom in, but I can't. Hear me when I say this. Federal concierge, which I call myself, aka government contractor. For those of you who don't know what a federal concierge is, being a federal concierge is the best thing I could have ever done for myself. And for those of you who don't know my story, I'll tell you a little bit about my story, how I got started. I made a big investment and I spent money that I technically should not have spent, but I believed in myself. Okay. So being a federal concierge has been the best decision I have ever made in my life. And I always tell people, what we do, when you find out what we do and how much money we make, you don't believe it. It don't sound real. It sounds fake. This cannot be real. You cannot tell me you are making $10,000 a month from a different state, having somebody else do the work, and all you doing is submitting an invoice and following up. This ain't real. This can't be true. I'm here to tell you it is true. And you have to get out your way of thinking that when you find something new and you start learning, that you have to do it on your own. You don't have to do it on your own. That's what we are here for, to teach you. We've been through all the things so that you don't have to go through it. Okay. But you have to remember, in order to invest and make money in yourself, you have to spend money. It's going to happen. Now, for those of you who don't know my story, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about my story. In 2020, 2022, 2020, 2021, I started my business as a federal concierge. I got laid off at my job. Pandemic had just started. I wasn't about to drive Lyft no more. That wasn't even about to happen. And I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? The pandemic was like slowly getting better. And so I decided, okay, Trinell, what you got to do? You need some money. I'm not about to, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I was not about to go work back at a fast food restaurant, because I worked with the Department of Homeland Security. That's TSA. That's the people y'all don't be listening to in the airport. But I was with TSA for 10 years. I ain't had no resume. And honestly, I didn't feel like creating one. I didn't want to go work back at a restaurant. No offense to people who work at restaurants or fast food or retail. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to get back in that workforce. So I had to make a decision. I had to decide what I was going to do. Right. So I heard about government contracting from a video that I saw. And I was like, what is this? This guy made $5,000 for getting Best Buy to ship them iPads. That sounds easy. I could do that. And I only had $1,500 left, y'all. All the grants and everything for the pandemic had been gone. I only had $1,500 left to my name. And guess how much the course costs? $1,200. So a lot of you guys find people who are, you're interested in doing their training, then they tell you the price, and then you start shrinking and you're like, oh, no, I got this, I got that. There's a reason behind that we'll talk about. But I believed in myself. I didn't have a choice but to believe in myself. Okay. I bought the course and I am here where I am here today. Okay. So when we talk about, I know y'all don't like the word mindset, but when we talk about a way of thinking and learning something new, you guys really have to learn how to stop you have to learn how to stop expecting guarantees out of things that you're learning how to do. And let me explain what I mean by that, because I might be confusing you a little bit. Government contracting is kind of like, what's that game that you roulette, what you throw the ball and it go around? I think not Russian roulette. That's the thing with the thing. That ain't what I'm talking about. I think it's the roulette. Yeah, roulette. So government contracting is like roulette. You throw a ball out there. You pick a number. The government might pick you. The government might not pick you. Right? But the deal is you have to keep playing. Now, of course, as a gambler, you should not keep playing because that could be addictive. But as a government contractor, you have to keep playing. So if you don't win the first one or you don't win the second one, you have to keep submitting, guys. Submit, submit, submit. My motto is submit, forget, follow up. Okay, you have to keep submitting because guess what? Eventually, you will win a contract. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the help of the matter. Okay. Once again, this title is called You Don't Want Help, You Want a Guarantee. You want a guarantee that you're going to win, right? There is no guarantees in life. Let's be honest. There is absolutely no guarantee. The only guarantee in life that you get is that you're going to die one day. I know that was morbid. I'm so sorry. But I'm being honest. The only guarantee in life that you have is that you're going to die. And for those of you just joining me, I'm not talking about death. I'm just talking about guarantees, okay? We're not even guaranteed to be born because something could happen. But the only guarantee you have in life is that you're going to die one day, right? So there is no guarantees in life. That's why people say live life to the fullest because you never know what's going to happen. So when it comes to government contracting and learning something new, something that you're interested in doing, something you know that will change your life forever, that could change your life forever. You've seen it on YouTube. You've seen people talk about the contracts that they won, the amount of money that they've made off of these contracts. You've seen this, right? You're like, I want to be a part of that. But because you can't guarantee your success in that, you shrink up. You shrink up. And you give up. Right? And you shouldn't do that. Because government contracting, if you don't follow the rules, if you don't have a support system, if you don't have the proper training, it's going to be hard. But it don't have to be. It absolutely does not have to be. Okay? The thing with government contracting people fail to realize is, once again, it's not a get rich quick type of thing. But you can get rich quick. But you have to put in the work. Right? So you got people out there, I've been at SAM.gov for 2 years. I've never submitted a proposal. I've been at SAM.gov for 10 years. I've never submitted a proposal. Why? What's some of the reasons? You're scared. You're afraid. It's not guaranteed. We just talked about that. What's guaranteed in life? Death. That's it. You have to keep submitting. You have to keep going. Okay? And think about it. Submitting a proposal cost you what? No money. It costs you nothing to submit a proposal. It's actually good to submit a proposal and fail. Okay, so you don't want to fail. But it's good to submit a proposal and fail because then you know what to do next time or what not to do next time. Okay, I know a lot of you guys out there maybe haven't even submitted, and you can put in the comments whether you submitted a proposal or not. Let me know. But a lot of you guys start the process, you get into it, and you freak out and you don't submit. Or you'll get the quote, you'll get ready to submit, you'll submit it, you don't win, and now you giving up. And you've only submitted one. Last year, y'all know how many I submitted? 270 proposals. 270 proposals. I was trying to do 365, one per day. I didn't make it because of me. I kind of started doing something else and I, got distracted. But I still submitted 270 proposals. And you know how many I won out of those proposals? I won 2 proposals out of 270. So you submitting one and quitting on one, that don't make sense. I submitted 270 and I won 2. And those 2 that I won, I told somebody this the other day, the 2 proposals that I won, I would say out of the 270 that I submitted, or for the year, I say I spent 20 hours on submitting for the year. For the year, 20 hours. That's part-time. That's 1 week pay. That's 1 week, 5 hours a day. Part-time. I did 1 year, 20 hours, and I made, I believe it was like 21, $2 or $3,000 off of 2 contracts. I didn't give up. I didn't expect to win. I just submitted. Y'all have to get in the mindset of, okay, I'm going to submit. I'm going to submit. I'm not going to worry about winning. I know y'all be like, Trina, ain't that the point of winning? I want to win. It's not the point of winning a contract. Yes, it is the point. But if you keep submitting and submitting and submitting and submitting and not think about the winning part, when you do win, you're going to be like, when that happened? Dang, I didn't even realize I was submitting so much. That's the mindset you have to have. That's the mindset you have to have. And if you need help with that mindset, that's what we are here for. Like I said, do your research, find the person you connect with that relates to you, that has your training style. Find that person and stick with them. Now, let's talk about training, okay? Of course, everything costs money. And you may listen to what I'm saying, you may, keyword, may feel you don't have it to share or to have it to use. But I always say this, people are going to do exactly what they want to do no matter what. If you wanted to really learn how to do this the proper way and a faster way, it don't matter how much something costs, because you believe in yourself that you're going to get it back. I always tell people it's kind of like a loan to yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to do the training. You're not going to do it. And yes, you're going to end up wasting money. And I don't want y'all to do that, y'all. I really don't want y'all to do that. I want you to know that when you get into something and invest in yourself, pay for a training, go to a conference, whatever, you have to believe that no matter what happens, you are going to succeed. Okay, you may fail. Now, success don't necessarily mean you submit it and then you win. It could, though. It could. That's the difference with government contract. It actually could. But you go into thinking, okay, I'm going to submit. I may not win, but I'm going to keep submitting. I'm going to submit. I may not win, but I'm going to keep submitting. And you keep doing that over and over and over again. And like I say, eventually one day they're going to contact you and say, hey, you won. And it could be the one that changed your life. It could be $100,000 that you won for the year, for 1 year. Maybe it's a $500,000 contract that you will win over the course of 5 years. Y'all, it only takes one contract to win. It only takes one contract to win. Okay. So oh my God, I'm so sorry that that's going in and out. When you say you want help, right? You have to really mean it. Stop saying you want help. Stop saying that, okay, I'm going to go with this person. I'm going to go with that person. And then when they offer you that help, you don't take it. Okay. You guys got to stop doing that, because that's not going to help you out. Okay. I just want y'all to realize, like, I know people beat it in the ground. Mindset. And I'm trying not to use the word mindset because I feel like that turns people off, because it's such a overused word. Mindset. But y'all, it's really true. You have to have the right mindset to do this. Okay. You have to not give up. Does that make sense? Don't give up in doing this is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So guys, once again, if you have any questions, go ahead, put them in the comments. Y'all know I keep my live short, about 20-25 minutes. So if you got any questions about anything government contracting, how to find solicitations, how to, whatever your journey is at this moment, go ahead, put it in the comments right now and I'll answer your questions. If not, I'm going to go ahead and jump off, because y'all know my live 20-25 minutes. Okay. And we already hitting that mark. But I do want to say this, y'all, for those of you who know this is what you want to do and still, I get it. You want to do your research. I think everybody should do their research. But if you know this is what you want to do, and you just, you want to kind of get some questions answered, trying to, get a little bit more research, I have a free masterclass. Free masterclass. Now, part of me feel like I should charge like $1 or something, because when y'all hear free, y'all don't take it seriously, because you're like, oh, it's free. So, I don't go this time, I'm just going to go next time, right? But you missing out, for real, for real. So if you want to join my free masterclass, what we go over is how I got started, what is a federal concierge, how we make our money, how we partner with the federal government. I even go over the 5 steps to submit it. Did y'all know it's 5 steps to submitting a proposal? Yep, 5 steps. And we go over that in the masterclass. Okay? So go register in the masterclass. Saturday. I do one every Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time. Okay. If you guys register, please make sure you put the right email. Otherwise, you will not get notified or get the link to the masterclass. All right. Go register for the masterclass. Hear what I gotta say and see if this is something that you really want to do. Remember, this ain't for the weak. This ain't for the short-minded. This for the long haul. These are for the people who like, I'm not giving up no matter what. I know this could give my family financial freedom. Y'all, I know somebody who make $1 million a month doing this. And guess how many contracts that's off of? 2 contracts. And yes, I be counting their money. When he first told me that, I was like, wait, carried 1, 2, 3. I was counting his money off of 2 contracts. This is life-changing things, y'all. Y'all have to decide whether you're going to put your all in this or not. Aren't you tired of working your 9 to 5? Aren't you tired of being told what to do, when to do, how to do it, if you can enjoy your life? Life is meant to be lived, not worked. This is going to get you right. So go to the link in the description. Go register for the masterclass. It's free. Now, if you are like, you know what, I've been to your masterclass 2011 times, because I know some of y'all be joining over and over again. I don't know why, but it's all good. And you ready to submit, you ready to take that next step, guys, guess what? My workshop, Watch Us Submit Dallas, is on and popping. Okay? 8 hours of lab work. We will be going through the steps. We will be going through the process. We will be calling subs. And guess what? You're walking away from that workshop with a submitted proposal. What workshop that have you been to with government contract where you actually submit a proposal inside the workshop? So you've been stuck. You've been in SAM.gov for over 2 years and haven't submitted, and you want to get out that rut? Come to the workshop. Dallas. Watch Us Submit Dallas. The link is in the description. Get your tickets now. Now, the thing about that is I only take up to 10 participants. The perfect amount of participants for my workshops is between 5 and 7. I love that number because I like to be intimate. Oh, that did not sound right. That did not sound right. I like for the setting and surrounding to be an intimate surrounding for the workshop. So that's why I keep it low. So go get your tickets if you like, you know what? I'm ready to stop playing games and I'm ready to start submitting. All right, guys. But if you still need a little bit more convincing, and I don't try to convince y'all. I'm not chasing after you to give you money, okay? But if you still need a little more information, you still want some questions answered, go to the link in the below. Go register for the free masterclass this Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? And I got you. Come with your questions because I be wanting y'all to ask questions. Like, ask me. I'm giving you this information for free. Like anything you want to ask, I'm giving you the information. Now, I am not training y'all. I'm giving y'all information that y'all can utilize to help yourself. And I'm answering questions that y'all have. So use me. I'm here for that. That didn't sound right either. Yeah, I'm off tonight. All right, guys. Do y'all I see no questions. What's going on? Oh my god, I can't even see. Okay. Oh, what's going on, Nikita? I see you. What's up, King Cardo? King Cardo. What's going on? All right, guys. So if nobody has any questions, That's crazy to me. I'm literally here trying to help y'all out. But okay, whatever. I will see y'all later. Remember, every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will go live. I'm here answering y'all questions, talking. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel. In order to be subscribed, in order to ask a question, you have to be subscribed to the channel. Okay. So just click that little subscribe button at the top. Don't play with me. Like, just hit that. Just do that for me. Okay. I appreciate it if you did it. All right. So I will see y'all next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Got any questions? Feel free to plop them down in this video. Once it gets recorded to YouTube, you can watch this video later. I hope that I said something that actually helped you out. What I said, once I get my soul prop, okay, once I get my soul prop, I can start. You want to start your soul prop. You know, you can basically, a soul prop doesn't take much to start. What are you doing to start your soul prop? Because a soul prop is not like an LLC. You literally can say, I'm XYZ business. You can start your soul prop right now while we on this live. So I hope that once I get my soul prop, is not preventing you from or being an excuse for you to get started. Okay. Let me see who that's at. TY. I hope that's not. I hope you're not like, oh, next week I'm gonna get it. And then next week come, oh, I'm gonna do it next week. I'm gonna do it the week after next. I hope that's not preventing you, because soul prop is the easiest thing to start. You don't even have to get a DBA with a soul prop. You can literally just say XYZ business. I'm a federal concierge, and then register and everything on SAM.gov. Get your business bank account, all of that stuff, and you can get started within the next 2 days. So I hope you're not using that as an excuse to not get started. All right, TY, come back and let me know next Tuesday. I want to know the name of your business and that your soul prop is up and running. Okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Hold up. You said that you think, are you saying thank you? Because you should be saying, I think I would do that for sure. I know I'm gonna do that for sure. But if you're saying thank you, I got you. I'm here for y'all. I'm always here for you guys. Okay. All right, guys. That's all I have. If you guys have no further questions, which is insane to me, but whatever. Okay. All right. Thank you. I got you, TY. I will see you guys next Tuesday, Central Standard Time. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video. Register for the free masterclass in the description below. If you want, you can book a call with me, a free call, if you want to discuss training options. I have plenty of them. You can book a call with me, get online with me, and we'll discuss your training options. And if you ready to submit and stop playing around and making all these excuses, go ahead and get your ticket to the Watch Us Submit Dallas workshop. It's going to be a game changer. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. I will see you next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And remember, people are going to do exactly what they want to do, no matter what. So do what the hell you want to do. All right, guys, have a good night.